We are recording.
Oh my gosh. So we are here 20 minutes late. So we should have said 6:30, not 6 o'clock. But in our dauntless fashion, we are here. We made it through. We figured it out. We didn't get it exactly right, but we have figured it out. We want to welcome you guys to our first ever meet and mingle. Um, I'm just going to we want to keep these super short to start out with, but we want to welcome you and encourage you to participate in the chat. Tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, what made you come over here to join us on this live. Because this is the meet and mingle. We would really love to get to the point that we have more interaction on here. It's not just us speaking to you, but us speaking together as a community. Dauntless by Design, again, we've been going since March, is evolving, and we really, really have a heart. Jess and I have a heart to encourage, uplift, and surround ourselves with like-minded individuals that not only celebrate the good things, but we also struggle through some of the same things. I'm 35 years old, and Jess, how old are you going to be?
Did you say you're 35 years
I'm
old?
45. I'm 45. I wish I was 35. That's called brain fog, and we will add that to our key talking points of midlife.
I will be 38.
I'm going to be younger than you. I'm 45.
I was like, wow, you went backwards as of this morning.
It's called brain fog. That comes with old age.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. I'm 45.
That's pretty awesome.
38. And
I'm Friday.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate for you. We have lots of, struggles, strengths, things that we've learned, experienced, and we know a lot of you have kind of experienced the same thing. Jess and I both want to bring to the table some unique kind of experiences to help and support you guys. I myself have 25 years of fitness, health, and nutrition, and physical education in general. And Jess has over 15 years of experience, and she is a master certified coach. So very, very, very good with the emotional wellness, life skills. So we thought we would open up these meet and mingles to talk about some passions that we have and see how we can help support you in your journey or maybe your struggles. The bestest way to get through a struggle is to talk to somebody that's experienced the struggle too and figure out what they figured out worked. May not work exactly for you, but it can give you some ideas to kind of move forward. Jess is going to talk a little bit of how we came up with today's talk. So I will give it over to her.
So we didn't just randomly pull a topic. We spent some time doing some research, and I'm a big research fan. I like to know how things work, how things come to be. I'm a big person on statistics. I like to know facts and data. And while I hate to do math, I love to know about data and statistics. So Shalene and I together polled both of our separate self-care communities that we've built up and separate business pages that we both own outside of Dauntless. So you're talking like over 1,000 people between all those, maybe more. And there were some key topics that really rose to the top. There's one that outweighed all of them. And so we're going to kick off with that one today. We want to be mindful of time. So typically our talks are going to be around 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer for this one because we had to get through the technical difficulties. But we wanted to keep them short and sweet, give you some actionable items that you can take with you after today and make it so that they're fun and you want to rewatch them and pull the nuggets out of them at the end. So The biggest topic that rose to the top that was on women's minds, and I say women because we polled our groups and primary demographic in there is women. So the biggest one was physical transformation. With that, there were subsets like body image, hormone fluctuation, self-esteem, weight gain. But coming in a close second was mental health awareness, right? I don't think that's a surprise to any of us living through the past couple years, right? And in that subset is mood swings, maybe emptiness, confusion, stress. So we're kicking off these little mini coaching chats, and we call them our meet and mingle. Once you get to know us a bit more and we get in a good rhythm with these, we'd like to do 2 a month, right? We may change the name. Meet and mingle, we just thought was fun. Get to know some of the other wonderful people that follow this page. And please share this message too onto your socials and your page. Our biggest mission is to share that uplifting encouragement and really helping other people find success in their lives. So that was kind of the reason and our kickoff. So you can get some quick little things, strategies to help you work towards finding that balance that we all are, the infamous balance we're searching for.
Yep. So we have actually 3 key points. Our goal is to keep each key point 5 minutes or less. So we're going to touch on some specific supporting data, some quotes, just things that you can kind of think about. And I'm kicking it off. I talk a lot about being healthy inside and out. And when we, like she said, when we polled, one of the biggest things was weight, body image. As women, as we get older, I don't think any of us are blind to that. We kind of start gaining weight as we age. And me and Jess both said when we were writing this out, damn it, where does it come from? As we get older, we notice things just move in different places, sag a little bit more. And we also found it very comical that hair grows where we don't expect it to grow, right? I get chinny chin hairs. Yes, about one she had growing here.
Like so, right in the middle.
There's body image, there's body changes, there's hormone fluctuations. And being in the health and fitness field, I really love to come along people and help them get started on a more healthy journey. That doesn't mean a crazy niche diet, making goals to lose tons of weight, but feeling confident and good in your own skin. And when that skin starts to sag a little, there are some things that we can do to help that. One of the biggest things with hormone changes, and not really a statistic, but a quote that I heard just a few days ago, is sitting is now the new cigarette. So back in the day, it was big to smoke cigarettes. Everybody smoked cigarettes, okay? Then kind of things came out regarding the negative effects of smoking cigarettes, right? They're saying now in the world that we live in, the sitting is actually the new cigarette. So that means that our bodies are feeling the effects of our sedentary lifestyle. So part of the things that we want to encourage you and talk to you about, and actually possibly do small group coaching and getting started on a healthy lifestyle, is just getting moving. It's not running a marathon. I'm doing some crazy things right now. I'm not the example, but getting up, moving. If you're working at a desk, standing up, using a stand-up desk, finding some more movement in your life. And again, as we get older and we age, this is kind of something I'm just going to tell you is for a woman, as you start getting older, your muscle mass decreases. And as your muscle mass decreases, so does your strength. And so does kind of that skin elasticity. So finding some small things around home for lifting weights, soup cans. You can do presses with them. There's lots of things that we could talk about. But the biggest thing in this 5-minute topic was to really just help you realize that just getting moving right now is so important. Pick 15 minutes, pick 30 minutes, go for a walk, find an activity that you enjoy that gets your heart rate up and moving, because that is going to be your first step to getting you to feel better in your own skin. So that was kind of our topic, one-on-one, talking about getting older, body's changing. What can we do just to kickstart and get moving? And that'll lead us into Jess's point number 2.
So I'm going to talk about 2 and 3 together because we actually will reveal our topic of the next kind of meet and mingle later on at the end of this. So basically, when we talk about, some of the things that Shalene was talking about too, it really will impact the rest of the whole body, right? So once you start getting yourself moving, even if it's like start small, 5 minutes a day, like she said, whatever you can do, motion is the number one thing. With whatever time frame you set, that repetition is going to help with the second and third point that we're going to talk through. And that's our moodiness. Mood level, hormone fluctuation, stress, I dare say. It's not the stress that kills us. It's our reaction to it. That was a really good quote that I found out when we were doing some research. I love quotes. I'm a big quote person. If you follow me on any of my pages, I talk a lot about quotes. But I thought that was really impactful. It's not the stress that kills us. It's our reaction to it. So thinking about ways that we can de-stress. I'm not going to stay here very long because we're going to talk about this in depth because stress is huge, right? And we can do like 35 of these talks just on stress and how to intentionally clear it out from us. And that's where I want to just plant the seed for a minute with you. Think about the things you do in your life. We all have the same 24 hours of time every single day. No one person is different than the other with the time that we're given every day. But how are you intentionally spending that time? Are you spending it at work for 8 hours and then you go home and you're just super sedentary and wiped out and maybe just binge Netflix every day? Or are you intentionally spending time like, okay, I'm going to go home, I'm going to make dinner, hang out with kids, whatever. And then after dinner, I'm going to take myself for a quick little 10, 15-minute walk around the yard or down the street, or I'm going to go walk to get my mail instead of waiting to do it once a week. How are you intentionally recharging your batteries and really thinking about, and this blends into our next quote, you can't pour from an empty cup. How many of you guys have heard that quote? But it's so true. 89% of people in the workplace experience burnout in just the last year alone. And 77% of people are experiencing burnout in their current job. So how you define burnout is very different than how I would define it, how Shalene would define it, and how all the other people in this group would define it. But setting some healthy habits and recognizing signs of stress and burnout early, which again is going to be a whole other chat we'll talk about, is really critical in that healthy balance of movement, helping to keep your stress level in check, and really will be a big factor in the way that you show up for your family, your friends, your coworkers, yourself, most importantly. And, we have a couple of books that we absolutely love. If you follow both of us, we love to read. We're big readers. And I think Shalene has them on her desk. Mine are by my bed with my other self-development books. But 2 of the books that I figured we'd mention today, because for us, adding value and giving you takeaways and ideas to slowly implement healthy habits in your life. The first one is called The Slight Edge. The Slight Edge is legitimately tiny, easy things you can do every day consistently that will lead towards you working in that life on an upward trajectory, right? Towards an upward trajectory in your life. Instead of staying the same mediocre, stressed out person that isn't happy and fulfilled, right? The second book is Atomic Habits. Now, you've probably heard of both of these books. Atomic Habits and The Slight Edge teach very amazing principles that are easy, that are so much impactful in every area of your life. I was trying to think of a different word, but impactful came out. And literally will help you get yourself moving and stay on that consistent train, because that's what's most important. So these are two books that you can easily pick up.
Right here on Atomic Habits, like what Jess has said, the little writing here says, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. And it's easy, small. We're not, like I said before, we're not asking you to, to do tons of things. These are small, easy, buildable habits. And then this one, Slight Edge on the bottom, says turning simple disciplines into massive success and happiness. Both of these, absolutely amazing. I keep them right next to my desk too.
And mine are literally by my bed. So the biggest piece that we want you to take away in our first talk is that you can grab a book to start reading. You can start journaling in the morning or at night. I love to journal. This is my journal. It's literally nearby me all the time, because anytime I have a good thought for our business or for life or for the coaching outside of this that I do, I jot it down. So I keep it everywhere. Or just do a brain dump list. I love brain dump lists. Literally grab a blank sheet of paper and write every single thing down that's on your mind. House things, professional things, career things, all of those things, and get them out on paper. And that will literally help you start to build those habits and help you start to be intentional about your time and start to help you cope with a better mind frame around some of these physical transformations that we all have to deal with anyways. So we might as well do them the right way and together and be happy about them.
Yeah, totally. And really, you guys, we just want to share this opportunity with you to come along with us and share your struggles. We definitely share ours. Not many people will tell you when they have chin hairs that pop up, or sagging, like my sagging knees that I'm getting are driving me nuts. Those are just things that we can talk about, we can laugh about, but we also can come up with small actionable items to make us feel good in our own skin. One of the things that I bring to the table, and maybe this is you and maybe this isn't, but I find relief from the stress, from the moodiness, from, I wouldn't say the brain fog today, because my brain fog's probably from doing too much of it. But most of the time, Jess knows if I haven't physically moved my body, and I'm a morning person, so I have to physically move my body in the morning to feel that I'm not pouring from an empty cup, that I am giving the best of myself, that my brain is working correctly. Without the physical movement, I don't feel that way. But that's not for everyone. Like Jess said, things are different. And she'll kind of talk about what really, as we like close and summarize this up, what things make her the best rendition of herself, because we are that different. And it's finding that out. So being our first kind of episode of the Meet and Mingle, these were just some of the really like hot topics, top on the list, that we could dig deeper into. This was just to get the ball rolling, to get us in front of you, to get us together so that we can start moving in the right direction of supporting each other. But we want you to take some time, share with us what you think on the topics we talked about today very shortly, minus the technical difficulties that will improve. And pick a thing or two and see how it fits into your life, especially like what I said, movement. I found that movement makes me a better person. Maybe meditation's that for you. Maybe that getting up a little bit earlier before the whole house is chaotic and centering yourself for your plans for the day. Play with a few things. See what that looks like for you and share it with us. Jess, go ahead and talk about kind of what makes you feel like the best rendition of yourself.
I'll sum it up with one word: coffee. But for me, in reality, I like to start my day with coffee and my Bible, typically, is what I'll start my day with, morning devotional. In some way, shape, or form, a self-development page or two. I'm a big fan of reading, and I read multiple things. So I usually will spend the first like 20, 30 minutes of my morning just kind of filling my cup with some sort of knowledge. And I'll journal from time to time. It just depends on what I have on my plate. You know, with me, when I think about refilling my cup, when I think about all of the things that we both contribute into things like Dauntless and our business, you know, going to school to be a coach was a really important piece of it for both of us. And being able to provide one-on-one coaching services and even mini coaching webinars like this, which we designed to do twice a month for our community here. But coaching was really important to me, and to allow people to kind of get over some of those roadblocks. I mean, we, you and I together, we go through a lot of those things together. So it's nice to have a thinking partner. And that's kind of what inspired me to get my coaching certification and work more towards helping more people and being able to share that ability to hold space for people in a way where they can just work through their own things and think out loud. I love to think out loud. That's a big thing for me. So if that's something you guys enjoy too, if you need a thinking partner, you can always send me a message or a comment below. We can connect and we can support you in whatever you're going through. Physical transformations, mood awareness, things like that, stress, the big S word, and kind of continuing to work forward. Our next chat will be on August 20th. We're trying to keep it around the same time so that you can get it on your calendar. It can be kind of something you look forward to. The second and fourth Sunday of the month is kind of what we're trying to aim for. But we'll also continue to keep hot topics, and we'd love for feedback. We'd love feedback. We'd love to know what you guys are thinking about talks. If there are ideas that come out in the talks where you're like, ooh, I want you to touch more on that, or I want to hear your experience on that. It's a really good opportunity for us to share and also explore and learn together.
Yeah, we're super excited to bring this to you. And again, like Jess said, come alongside you, support, uplift, encourage you in your journey. Because it really is. I mean, like Jess said, we use each other as sounding boards a lot. And I know, and I'll say it out loud, Jess will often tell me, Shalene, you're in the same brain space you were last month at this time. And just making me mentally aware of probably a hormonal switch situation because of my age, but making me very aware and cognizant that, hello, get your mind out of the gutter, get back into what you know works, and move forward with it. And that's what we want to do here, guys. So really just take some time, give us some feedback, give us topics, and we just want to be here for you. We appreciate you guys being a part of Dauntless by Design and all the support that you've given us so far. It's been amazing. It really, really has.
We definitely want to just close and say, please share with your friends, share with your families. We all have friends that could use support. And as women, what better way to show how much we care about each other than to just share and say, hey, I was thinking of you. These two ladies are kind of kooky, but I kind of dig them. And they just want to step in your life and provide that extra support. You know what I mean? So
I'll tell you if you have a chinny chin hair.
Yeah, we'll totally tell you if there's something in your teeth and, you know, your hair is a little wacky. Like, we'll be the first ones to be like, girl, get yourself ready for Zoom.
We'll love you along the way. We will love you 2 pieces along the way. Thank you so much, you guys. We really appreciate you and love you very, very much.
And we'll see you on the 20th.
Yay! Bye.